what exactly do you think the city should be prioritizing in the upcoming Toronto budget? That's what Newstalk 1010's Deb Hutton wants to know. She joins us now to discuss her special budget consultation show on Saturday. Always great to chat with you, Deb.
You too, Jamie. And it's Friday. It's actually tomorrow.
Oh, it's actually tomorrow.
Tomorrow from 3 till 4 o'clock on Newstalk 1010.
We will fix that in our scripts for sure. Deb, let's talk about the upcoming budget. And what do you think are going to be, I guess, maybe the top 3 priority items in this budget?
Well, Jamie, you and I talked last week, and I was really pleased to welcome into our station at Newstalk 1010 the chair of the TTC. And we opened up our phone lines, which is something easy for us in the Bell family on radio to be able to do, to interact with our listeners. And we took a tremendous number of calls with Jamal Myers, the TTC chair. And it was everything, as you and I had discussed, it was likely to be around safety and around reliability and just any and all questions people had about the TTC. What we're doing tomorrow with Budget Chief Shelley Carroll is similar in that it's an opportunity for listeners to say, hey, here's where I think we have a problem in the city, and maybe we're not spending enough or focusing enough. Here's where I think we are wasting gobs of taxpayer dollars in this city. So maybe take a look at that, Shelley Carroll, as well as the CFO for the city, the top civil servant working on the budget. Here's where you need to really dig deep and perhaps cut some spending. And so any and all of those types of questions are what we're going to take tomorrow between 3 and 4, open up the phone lines and, really put it to the CFO and the budget chief, the questions that people want to know before we get to the budget and before we find out what this year's tax bill is going to be like.
Yeah, well, Deb, we know that the city is facing a major shortfall, and any times you're talking about, $1 billion shortfall, you got to make up that money somewhere. You got to potentially cut some services, and that's the big challenge for the city, because we've got a lot of mounting issues, and we want to, progress on some of those issues. At the same time, the numbers and the financials tell a different story.
Well, it was interesting today. The city's announced that there's a freeze on non-essential hiring, which I think is a good first step in how they tackle the budget for 2026. But there's so many areas. And, the other thing, Jamie, that's really, I think, important and exciting about what we're doing on Newstalk 1010 and opening up the phone lines to the budget chief is that most of us do not have a free evening to go to a budget consultation. We don't have a free afternoon to go to City Hall and make our pitch. The people who are actually paying the vast majority of the taxes in this city are busy. Most families, it's work, it's kids' activities, it's kids' school. I mean, it's really, really a busy time. And so what you end up happening in budget consultations usually is that the people looking for money, the people whose job it is to pay for the services, to actually ask for the money and to expand their service, and many of them with good causes. The problem is those are the people whose voices are heard. And those of us, as I said, who pay the freight really don't have time. So tomorrow, whether you're in your car, you're in your kitchen, you're in your office, you can just call and say, hey, Shelley Carroll, here's what I'm noticing. And here's where I think either the priorities are misplaced or we need to really, as I said earlier, dig deep into the spending that we're doing.
And this is all happening tomorrow, once again, on Friday. Once again, it was at 3 to 5, Deb?
3 to 4. Shelley Carroll and the CFO will be with me in studio at Newstalk 1010, wherever you listen to radio. And it will be an opportunity to just pick up the phone, use your headset in the car, and call in and tell Shelley Carroll what you think should and shouldn't be in the 2026 budget.
And I've been hearing a lot of people using the talk back on John Moore's show, and want to encourage everyone to do it on your show as well. Deb, it's always great to chat with you. Thanks for joining us.